Hi everyone. Let us take one difficult and big lengthy question related to the concept of same gravitational field, gravitation. But I would like to tell you the importance of integration through this question. So, the concept is how to find the gravitational field due to continuous mass distribution. So here the given question is find the gravitational field due to an infinitely long thin uniform rod of linear mass density lambda at a perpendicular distance r from the wire. Now at any perpendicular distance from the wire whose linear mass density is lambda, if you want to find, so it is a continuous mass distribution. That's why consider one small element. Let's take a small element of mass dm at a distance x from that reference point. Now this is the distance of the point where you have to find the resultant field, and this is like one right angle triangle where y is the distance of the point from the element. So y square equal to r square plus x square. So y equal to r square plus x square whole power 1 by 2. Now there is a field due to this small element di. What is that di will become? G dm by r square. Now if you divide into components by considering this angle theta, the horizontal is di cos theta, vertical is di sin theta. Why we are dividing into components? If you consider one more element upside at same distance, then this field will be towards it, so that if you again divide into components, vertical components get cancelled each other. So the resultant field along y will become 0. There is only field along the x direction, integration dix. From where to where? From minus infinity to plus infinity. So that you can go for integration. Now, here you have considered simultaneously two elements. That's why if you integrate from 0 to infinity, then automatically you will get the answer for another one. Because you are integrating from 0 to infinity means you are also adding from 0 to minus infinity also. So that here what is dix? There is one component di cos theta due to lower element. There is one more component due to the upper element. So total will become 2 di cos theta, where di is given here. So dix equal to 2 into di is g dm by r square. Cos theta is, take the cos theta, adjacent by hypotenuse r by y. Sorry, this is not r square. Di is, distance is y, so y square. So this will become y square, because this is the field due to this element at a distance y, gm by r square. What is r? Y. Now dix will become 2g, dm is lambda dx r by y cube. Now dix equal to 2g lambda r by y cube means r square plus x square power 1 by 2 whole cube, so it will become 3 by 2 dx. So this is what you have to go for integration, but there is no direct formula for this. As we discussed in question number 143, you have to go for substitution method. X equal to tan theta, r tan theta. Substitute and then go for the integration. Then the value will become 2g lambda by r. So if you need the help, then refer the question 143. There we have done the same kind of integration. So this is how you can deal with the continuous mass distribution related to gravitational field or gravitational force, and using what mathematical application? Integration. So integration is playing the very key role, and wherever the continuous mass distribution comes, then you have to use integration.